welcome to Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, episode 66. Okay, so we are now officially a third of the one make events complete, or a third of the North City one make events complete. Because when I did the math, there was a total of about 15 events in North City, and officially it is now time for me to move over to my 6th event, as I'm just getting in my TBR Tuscan, because it is now time for our next event, which is the Tuscan Challenge. So, had a look through Lister and Jaguar. There are no events available in either of those manufacturers, but there is an event available at TVR, and of course, before I do that, I'm going to do my typical engine tuning. Just putting on the racing chip. Also putting on the port grinding just in case, because I may need that. And now we are officially going to head over to the event, as this is our 6th event in the the 6th event in the North City region, and that is the Tuscan Speed Cup. Let's head to our first race, since we are doing this essentially with the normal car, and then we are essentially doing our second race with the racing homologation. And also for our first race, we are going to Autumn Ring. But will it be forward or reverse? That is the real question. And it also comes at a suitable time as well, because more or less expecting the wheel spin to happen, so that's essentially just what I did, and pretty much all of us are driving in pretty much exactly the same model as well as exactly the same colour. Because this car only comes in one colour, and that colour is purple. And so, heading through the spiral now for the first time here, as I have done my usual engine tuning for race 1, which is effectively what I figured I was needing to do for the first event, and already I'm up into the lead so far. And it looks like these AI at the moment are currently jostling for position. Meanwhile, I of course am just at the front, holding on to a relatively slim lead, as I now head through the final hairpin. And also, this is the first time I've actually raced on Autumn Ring in reverse. I mean, I know it isn't the first time I've raced on Autumn Ring reverse overall, because I did actually race on Autumn Ring reverse previously in GT1, but essentially overall this is the first time I've actually raced on the reverse course in GT2, and that's essentially what I'm doing, of course, with my TBR Tuscan. And at the moment, of course, I would say everything is more or less going the way I want it to go. And also, at the moment, in spite of me not putting any tyres on this thing, because I don't need them, I'm actually managing to keep control of the field quite well so far. But again, these AI are managing to keep up with me. I must not underestimate them, because they are keeping up with me at quite a pace. As we now head through the final hairpin, I'm more or less expecting myself to win here, as everyone just goes fucking off on the exit of the hairpin, but anyways, it is a W in the road race. And as a result of the AI just literally going straight off on the exit of that final hairpin, I won by 3.5 seconds. As a result of those AI just going straight off at the exit of the hairpin. And farthest back was 5.2 seconds. Even though essentially overall the AI just all made the same mistake, whereas I didn't. But anyways, so that was race 1 at Autumn Ring Reverse. Which it was a race where I emerged as the victorious one. And now we need to head back to the tuning section of TVR so we can racing modify this thing. So heading back to tuning, and I am of course going to put on stage 1 of engine tuning, and also I am going to do all 3 stages of weight reduction, since this is effectively the only way I can officially install the racing modification. So, done that, all I need now is the racing mod. And we get a choice of 6 colours here, and also, furthermore, I do like that wing. That is a nice wing. Let's see. I think that's green as far as I know. Fuck it, I'll get this one, because I don't think I've actually got a racing mod in Indigo yet, and also because, well, I dare to be different. And well, as for the rims themselves, well, I'm going to keep those on, which is what I've ultimately decided I'm going to do. And let's head over to our racing homologation event to maybe see if we can succeed in emerging with the gold, as we are going to Seattle once again. Considering this is not the only time I have officially been to Seattle in the 1 meg events, because this is the second race, and yep, we are on the reverse course again. We are on the reverse course again, like we were in the TT challenge. So we are racing at Seattle reverse once again. And oh, fuck you. And I got fucked by the AI already. So what I've learned, of course, is that, well, these AI do not want to play fair with the player. As effectively overall, I'm now literally having to push myself in order to catch back up. Considering I'm also pushing my engine motor quite hard on the revs as well, as half of this field is in piss. I'm actually not joking about this. half of the field in this race is racing in piss. Just literally in yellow, half of this field. And I have no idea what happened there, but it almost looks like the car actually wobbled a little bit there on the jump. And okay, so I got a pretty reasonable exit off the hairpin as we are now heading into the first chicane once again. Or in other words, the death chicane, as some of the as many other YouTubers report. And at the moment, my race is not going well, because I've now been pushed down to the rear again. And we are starting to move up again. And I'm actually having to push at the moment. Trying to see if I can actually win this. And gonna go for a dive. Come on, dive bomb, dive bomb, dive bomb. Come on. Have I got it? Yep, I've got it. And, well, we tried to break the inside line, but the dive bomb for one of the piss warriors did not work. As I am now officially up into the lead, and that's all. But whatever. I am leading, which is all that matters, and I have now got the interval to these AI in my Tuscan Speed 6. It is victory at Seattle Reverse. And so far, all of the one makes have been clean sweeps, as I won that race by 8/10. And someone must have really hit the wall hard on the exit, which I'm assuming is the main reason on why exactly the last placed Tuscan was 5.3 seconds. And I think that was the red one, but whatever. Point is, I've won at Seattle once again, since that is now the second time I have raced at Seattle in a one-race race. And as you can tell right there, my money is dropping steeply. And also, as to how exactly I'm going to get through the rest of the events, well, I will show you that in the next segment, but for now at least, so going to remove the top one because I don't need it, and saving this one because this is 66. And so then obviously I will know which segment this is, but anyways. The Tuscan Speed Challenge is now complete. As the one make events so far have been clean sweeps. So there we go. The Tuscan Speed Cup is now complete. And we are now officially 62.55% complete with this game, and our win ratio is now up to 83.5%. And next up, we will be heading to Lotus. And so, until then, stay tuned for more GT2.